Okay, so the easiest way to explain what an ARG is it's basically a creepypasta with a big, in-depth, complicated lore with lots of mysteries about it, and is usually a series that spans multiple YouTube videos or blog posts. And one day, a guy called Chipped Banjo made a gorilla tag ARG. In this ARG, an entity known as PBV, or Paul as we'll now call him, was basically doing weird stuff to him in Gorilla Tag, like playing weird noises on the siren and making it so he can't join public games. People thought this was really cool and then started to pretend to be PBV in public servers, and then started to try and create their own creepypastas like Echo and J3VU. And a lot of these ghosts or creepypastas, when they're on their server, like to tell stories by changing their name or making weird noises with their microphone that can be decrypted to make hidden messages. And today, we're going to be piecing together that story. Anyways, the footage you're seeing right now is from a previous video I made where I found a creepypasta known as J3VU, and this is where we start. He told us that the man in the window of the city is basically his master, and that he is an AI that the man in the window created. And for now, I'm just going to call the man in the window Paul. He also told us that there's cameras all around the Gorilla Tag maps, and then he left. But then he rejoined with the new name of PBBV, implying that J3VU becomes PBBV. Oh, and he also said Paul is no longer his master since he rebelled against him or something. So I have a theory that J3VU was created by Paul, then he rebelled, and then Paul regained back J3VU and turned him into PBBV. Next up, let's talk about another creepypasta, Echo. Now there are many rumours about who Echo is, but all of the rumours kind of lead to the same thing, that he's basically a good PBBV, or that he's PBV turned good. So we can sort of establish a timeline. So J3VU becomes PBV, who then becomes Echo. Now I could go on forever about all the Gorilla Tag ghosts and creepypastas, but one of the ones that's slightly important is called TestBot01, or bot, or whatever, because there are a lot of creepypastas with the words bot in their name. This implies that Paul has created other bots besides PBBV and J3VU, and one of these bots is called Null. Now, the first time I saw Null, he was just walking around. He was pretty nice, and he wasn't really doing anything nefarious. If you were to tell him to do something, he'd do it, as apparently he was creating to follow commands, so he was probably one of the servants of Paul. However, if you were to tag him, he'd go a bit insane, and he'd change his goal from whatever he was doing to go up to everyone else and tag them. Then I found another guy, also called Null, but this time he was an actual person who said he could switch between him himself controlling his account and the AI Null controlling his account. This Null was a lot more evil, playing distorted music like the original PBBV and trying to kill everyone. And whenever Null was on the server, a lot of other AIs and bots that Paul created, such as the Watcher and Erico, started joining. This links into the third time I found Null. This happened when a guy called First Gorilla, who I've already made a video on, commented Null is the leader of PBV, Echo, etc., implying that Null is the most advanced AI that Paul has created. And then there was the fourth time I met Null, which I haven't recorded, but he said that he had defeated his master, i.e. he had killed Paul. He also said that Null is the hacker that was on Gorilla Tag and he's gonna ban everyone and leak everyone's IP on December the 1st and 13th. But like I said, I have already made a video on that. And yeah, that's basically it. Make sure to subscribe.
And be careful of the mimics.